Hello, everybody. This is my first live, and I've never done this before, and I don't see any writing, so tell me what I'm doing wrong. Uh, I don't know what button to push to see chat. So show live chat messages, and okay, there's one. Good morning, left-handed crafter. Glad you joined me. I'm going to uh, make a little flower while I sit here and let's see. I don't know if it's working. Brandy should be here maybe in a little bit. So I got my gun ready to go, and I'm just going to do a little flower. This is, are you using your phone or computer? I'm using my tablet. So I seen your message. So it must be working. I don't know. You know, us old people don't know what we're doing half the time. But we try. I try to keep up with everybody and what's going on in the computer world. I've been using a computer for a real long time, so I can work my way around things and figure it out. Sometimes I need a little direction. So what I'm going to make today is a twisted rolled rose, maybe, if it comes out right. This one's got a seam in it, so I'm not happy with that. I can point you down so you can see what I'm doing, maybe. So all I do, this might be a little too long, is I just twist this, get it going right here. And I might not keep this. I don't like that seam. Maybe I'll just cut that in half. So what's everybody doing this morning? It's early. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but I get up early and get going. And I like to keep busy all day. I don't sleep much. Probably you all know that. And let's see how that looks. That looks better. So what I do on this, if I can remember, it's been a while since I've done this. This one's going to be a small one. And twist it pretty good. And then I glue the ends together. Is that how I do it? No. First I want to let it roll a little bit, I think. Then I might put another one on top of that. Let's see. Y'all jump in and start chatting. I'm not a very big talker, so I'm kind of depending on you. Chat with one another. I'm in Michigan. I don't know if I like that or not. I think I'll have to add something to it. The chat doesn't stay up long. Today we are getting on the road around 10 o'clock. Where are you going? Thank you, Debbie. I don't know if this is turning out the way I want it. I find that if you don't practice your skills, you kind of lose them sometimes. So you got to go back and play, I guess. So that's the beginnings of it, I guess. I think I'll add another row to it though. It's a little small. Let's see what I can do. I'm going to glue this down again. I'm a little hoarse in the mornings until I get going. So excuse the hoarseness and the clearing my throat. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to put a little glue here to get it started. And glue it down. I hate to glue things on a felt backing until I'm ready. Got this one a little tight. I have to glue that part down a little bit. I think instead of using a tablet next time, I'll use the big computer because, oh, you're in Michigan too? Where are you at? Hi, Fiona. Glad you stopped in. I'm just making a little silk flower or a satin flower, or trying to. And I don't know, it's not looking too good right now. So that little part is sticking up, and I'll just glue it down a little bit. Oh, I'm just playing while we chat. Are you in Australia? Making flowers takes a little practice, not much. Just keep playing with it and it'll come. It took me 6 months to learn how to make a rose. But I'm one that does not give up until I get it done, until I get it nice. So after I get my flower all done and looking like I want it, then I put on the felt back. And I'll just pull it up, see how it looks. See if it fits my felt. I think my felt's a little too big. I'm going to cut it down. So in Australia, do you guys ever get any cool weather? Seems like it's always hot there. Okay. So I want to glue this part down a little bit. I don't think I have any centers out here. Okay, there's my first shabby flower this morning. Sorry. So all it needs is a little center and the glue picked off. And I think I'm going to try another one. I like this color. It's a medium lavender color. Gotta glue that down a little bit. So that'll be real pretty with a center in there. Okay, that's one this morning. Let's see, where's my... I love this. I use this all the time. You can get them at Dollar Tree for $1. And they got about, I'd say maybe 20 sheets on them. So they last a long time. And then I got the other big ones, I think from Sam's. They're huge though. Let's see. I've got some t-shirt material I thought I'd try. It's stretchy. And I think I'll make this two-tone on this one. This is a cream color. Just cut off a little piece. And then I'll use this one again. So I heard that there was an earthquake in Alaska today. I'm thinking about you guys. I hope you don't get the tsunami. That would be terrible. I was around when the first tsunami came in 1964 from that big earthquake in Alaska, and that was awful. And I was living in California at the time, and parts of California was underwater up north from that one. So it's not quite long enough. Well, let's see what happens. Well, it's not going to show. I'll put this on bottom. Still not going to show, but let's try it. I think what I'm going to do is cut this white one down. My hands are dry and it's sticking to the fabric. Get this off a little bit. See if that helps. I don't know if the purple's going to show or not. Not much. Yeah, I think I'll just make the white one then. Twist. Debbie, I seen your album this morning. It was beautiful. Let's see. I'm just going to glue the two ends together. Some more glue. So I got this, and all I'm going to do is roll it on itself, just like that. Put a little puddle of glue and pick it up, just like that, and put it on the glue. And I'm done. How simple can that be? I'll show it to you in just a moment. You really don't even have to put a felt on this, a felt back. You can leave it like this. But I'll get one out here. These are fun to make. You can make so many things with little flowers. They're quick and easy. And they're so pretty on your projects. So I just pick it up. Tuck that in a little bit. Can make it out of any kind of fabric. I push it down pretty good so the glue will disperse. So there's that one. And all it needs is a little center. And I'll do one more for the purple. A quick, fast one. Yeah, I like this purple. Now this purple I got the other day. It was a lining to a skirt. And I never throw that away. I use it to make flowers. So I let it twist. See, Debbie, I think you can make this. It'd be easy. And then I glue the two ends together just to hold it. Set it down and roll it. And I like the, see, you can stop right there. You can make real small ones, real tiny ones. Yep. If you hear the noise in the background, that's my washing machine. Get the glue off my fingers. So now that I know how to do live, I'll be able to do more demos on my flowers. So isn't that pretty? Put a pearl in the center or whatever you want to put in there, a little piece of rhinestone. And if you made it a little bit bigger, you can stack these. I'd make this part a little bit wider. Well, you don't have to type, honey. Just watch. So those are a couple of flowers for this morning. This one's the t-shirt material likes to roll, so you might have to paint it back down a little bit. But I like doing flowers like this because you don't have to roll it on felt. You just roll it on your mat. And I think they come out great. So I've made 3 flowers. So you can even put that in there. Make it nice and full looking. So this is all the fabric I got to make flowers with this morning. Oh, I've got this one. Let's try this one. This was that skirt that the lining was under, and this is the top part of the skirt. And this has got sequins. So let's try and make a flower out of this. Let me see. How do I want to cut it? I think I want it about this long. And I don't want it this fat, so I'm going to try and go down the center of this. Oops, my hands are sticking. Here in Michigan, we don't have any moisture in the air during the winter time, so your hands will crack and the cuticles will crack. Same way with our feet. It's horrible to have no moisture. But in the winter time or the summertime, we have lots of moisture. Okay, so I've got this piece, this one. Let's see how wide it is. It's almost 3 inches. And any length doesn't matter. You can use short pieces or long pieces. And just give it a twist. I'm not seeing the sparkle very much. Maybe I'll twist it the other way. Let's see. Oh, maybe they'll show up later. Good twist. Let it twist on its own, and I'd give a couple more. And then glue the ends together. Are you guys getting tired of watching me do these flowers? So with this YouTube stuff going on, I hope nobody gets discouraged and quits. I think it'll work its way out. Eventually, we'll all have 1,000 subbies. And I don't want to become a big guy. You have to work too hard for that. And I'm not into working hard. So I'm going to just roll this. I want to roll this fairly tight, not loose, because you want all your layers to stay together. And I'm not seeing any of the sparkles, darn it. But this is a pretty color. Another twist. Okay, it's all twisted. Just put a glue. I'm going to put a fairly big spot of glue this time, about the size of a quarter. And pick it up and put it on. So I think this way is easier than trying to go around a felt circle and glue it all the way. You can use anything you got. I've used netting, I've used ribbon, I've used any kind of fabric, just whatever you got. So we'll just put a little felt back on this. The only reason why I put felt on it is because sometimes I'll give these just to people, and it just looks nicer on the back. If I'm working on a project, I won't waste the felt. It'll just go right on the project. You can use paper, cardboard, anything that you can make a circle out of. Doesn't have to be felt. Oops, that's a little too big. I'm gonna cut that down. I'm sorry, hon, I didn't see your message. That's what I don't like about this. I can't see the whole chat. Yeah, well, I'm interested in numbers. I like, I'm a numbers person, and I just want that 1K behind my name. I don't know. It's just, and if I reach 1K, I'm happy. I don't care about big numbers. Okay, I don't think you can see that very well because it's real dark. But if you want to lighten it up, you can take and you can put the white in the center, make a little smaller white one. You can put rhinestones or a pearl. So I kind of like the dark with a little center. I should go get some centers, but I'm lazy. So this was this fabric. So you can use organza and netting, anything you have, you can make a flower out of. So that's this one. So if you just come in, I'll show you the ones I've done. It's only been 30 minutes and I've made this one and then a smaller one out of the same fabric. And then this one's made out of t-shirt material. And this one was the pretty, I don't know what you call this, organza also. And these were made out of just satin, an underlining and a skirt, a satin skirt. So these are called Twisted Rolled Roses. I have another video on this. Actually, I have two, but I've found some shortcuts on how to make them, just the way I showed you just now. So that's my flowers for today. Now maybe I can talk a little bit. So what's going on? Anybody doing anything really, really pretty? I know Debbie had a beautiful book on this morning. Hi, little books. How you doing? That book you have, Debbie, is beautiful. My gosh, you're an expert on making those books, and I'm so fortunate to have one of Debbie's works. I've got it put up for the girls. That it was a beautiful, beautiful book that she made. It's not a doily book or anything like that. It's not a journal. What do you call them, Debbie? I don't know. A photo album, I guess. But okay. Oh well, it's not a camera. It's a tablet, and it's just starting to become dawn. So I'll get some light. Oh, photo albums. I'll get some light pretty soon here, and it'll be better. So, and I just got out of the shower. My hair is wet, so don't pay attention to that. I know I'm looking to the right, and I should be looking to the left. Thank you, Pink. Tomorrow, I think I'll try and make that other flower that everybody seems to have a difficulty doing, and that one takes some practice. Let me see. It's the one that you fold over and over. See if I cut So you take a piece of fabric and you fold it, and then you twist it, and then fold it and glue it, and then you twist it. It's to make a rose. And this is looking real sloppy, but this is the one I'll show you tomorrow. I'll get a better fabric. So, got to practice on this. I'll do a shout out video and send some people your way. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I made my 500 subbies, so I'm halfway there. And I started putting videos up on March. And I really haven't worked at it, and I guess I should have to have 1,000 subbies. I was set to get monetized when it was 10,000 views, and they changed the rules on me. But that's okay. I can play it by their rules. It's no big deal. And, I kind of agree with them kind of getting rid of some of the what I would call riffraff. There's some bad people that are causing problems, and maybe the, how do you say it, the algorithms are catching some of them. But when you can't say certain words like wish and die or cuts together, and they catch that, that's the basis of some of them booting you off. And I don't agree with that. I agree that we can buy stuff anywhere we want to, and should be able to display that and tell people where we buy it. But evidently we can't. So, you know me, I'll work with my way around it. And that's where I get the guess who and you know who. Y'all know that's coming from their restrictions, so I guess we can't say that anymore. But I've heard the F word that you can say. Doesn't make sense to me. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know what anybody else's opinion is. I'm trying to stay positive and stay on YouTube, and I am going to stay on YouTube. They're not gonna get rid of me. So, okay, guys. I'm sure I'm boring you to death this morning, so maybe I'll be back on later. And I thank you all for coming in. And I'll try and make something every day. I'm not an expert. I teach myself how to do things. So if I do it the wrong way, oh well. Maybe you can show me the right way. So I'm going to sign off now, and I hope you all have a pleasant day. And I'll be live again. And I thank you all for coming in. Love you to death. You guys are so good to me. So talk to you all soon. Bye. Bye-bye.